winning, can't nobody hold it. Can't nobody. We winning, yeah. We winning, yeah. We winning, can't nobody hold me, yeah.
The Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother Old God and Sam. And I want to jump over here to this story, Sam, man, because when I seen this, I don't know how I seen it, but I seen it, and I seen Will, and I was like, you know what, this will be a great topic for the podcast. Now, Will Smith, was out promoting the movie Aladdin, which is doing monumental numbers at this point. And you can see the picture up there. Will posted this, on his IG, and he says, Aladdin still in theaters. How you going to resist this? And we see him, in the dress there. And we see it. I mean, What do you think about this, Sam, man? Is this overblown? As far as some of the backlash that Will is receiving, a lot of people, we know the whole thing about the black man in the dress. We talked about that, to ad nauseum here on the podcast and even in the past. So,
right.
What do you think about this? What type of message does this send out? Are you reprimanding Will? What do you think about this, Sam, man?
Well, I was telling you in the pre-production, you were actually surprised with what I said, man. But I was sitting there blazing, about to shut my night down last night, and the wife shows me that shit. Shows me a picture of Will in the joint, Jasmine. She's giggling, as women usually do when they see images like that. And I ignored it. You were surprised that I said I ignored it, but it's just like we talked about it so much. We got into it so much, and I'm not giving Will a pass, but it's almost like I'm not fucking surprised, man. I'm not surprised. We've seen his son saying Tyler, the Creator, was his boyfriend. We've seen Jaden do a lot of wild shit, and we've seen Will and Jada stand by their son, free spirit, free will. So that's just their family. That's what they do. Do I think that he is potentially, or is he in particular sending a negative message on purpose? No.
Does it matter if it's on purpose or accident, though?
Is it doing enough damage to reprimand him? Is it okay? Or is it doing enough damage as it did back in the day, seeing them in movies, talking about it, giving as much knowledge as it does now? Does that make it worse or better? Do it? Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like
not in a million fucking years.
My thing is, and I see it two ways, because we know Will, watching him, and if you listen to him talking, he's the type of guy where he doesn't give a damn
at all.
You know what I mean? who thinks what about him? And he's going to do what he feels free to do. We know him and Jada, they have that life. I saw Will talking about, how he was just conquering every fear or every, emotion that he ever had in his life, whether it be heights, everything. And they're all types of crazy shit. And I salute him. But, I think that this can. Maybe we never have a way of measuring how this would affect young men and women right now. But maybe sometime in the future, it may affect them to see strong black men dressed up in drag or dressed up like a woman with a wig on.
I can only speak for myself as a man. And this is the thing, right? I'm very comfortable in my skin. I'm very comfortable who I am, but I really go off of instinct, and certain things as a man just genuinely make me feel uncomfortable. And if I'm uncomfortable, and I'm not talking about something where I'm scared and I got to cross this fear in order to get to a mountaintop. That's a whole different identification. I'm talking about something in the back of your bad head going, nah, this ain't right naturally to me. And putting on eyeshadow and lipstick, I don't give a fuck what the connotation is or if men can do it too. To me personally, I'm not comfortable doing that. And then to add a dress and little things like that, personally, that's not my thing. If you got enough comfortability in your skin to do it and hold yourself, by all means.
So what do you think? So what do you say to people? Say, what's the fear of doing that? Just you're not per se attracted to another sex, or you're not drag or whatever. You're just doing this for the movie, to promote the movie. What do you say to the people who come out? Because you're going to have those naysayers and people to say, look, man, y'all blowing this way out of proportion. Will has a wife. He has children. He's a straight man. He just did this to promote the movie. You guys are tripping. What do you say to the people who say that?
Well, I'd say y'all tripping because we ain't blowing anything. We just having genuine conversation and saying Will could do what he wants to do. And there is no fear in it. It's just like, okay, if this is a woman saying it, would you allow a man just to walk up to you, say, I'm going to fuck you and do it? Nah, you would be uncomfortable with him saying that, feel really uncomfortable and automatically throw a guard up because that's not what you naturally want to do.
Do you lose respect for Will Smith? Do you lose a little bit of respect to see him, some of the prominent roles that Will has played, over his career, to now see him promoting the movie Aladdin? in a dress with boobs, makeup, eyeliner, lipstick.
Do I lose respect for him?
You lose a little respect for him.
Nah, because I don't. It doesn't surprise me. So if it doesn't surprise me, I'm not going to sit back and be hypocritical to myself. So you're pretty much saying you
expect Will to do stuff like this?
Yep. Hell yeah, absolutely. Especially now with social media and how that's going and the attention he already knows is going to draw. He knows it's going to get negative backlash, positive backlash. Any attention is good attention if that's what he's trying to do and he's being carefree. I expect this from Will. I do.
But why would he? I mean, my thing is, why?
I don't condone it.
Why do it though? Out of all the stuff, that could be done, that you could promote the movie, my question would be,
why your big ass got to sit there in a dress being Jasmine?
Why? That's all I'm asking.
I don't know.
And it's like, again, we love Will. I mean, I can remember, watching him back in Independence Day movie, and he was like my hero in that movie and shit. And, the Fresh Prince, even before that, we know how that, went down. That was our childhood, show right there. Mm-hmm. So, it's just, it's definitely a little disturbing to say the least to see it. It just is. I don't care. Look at the picture, people. I can see it. It's just disturbing. I would, if he sat down and did an interview with us at some point, I would say, Will, what is your mindset behind wearing a dress, lipstick, eyeliner, a wig, and dressing as a woman to promote the movie Aladdin? What message are you trying to send, to the children, to the people? That's all I want to. Maybe he has a perfectly good explanation.
Are you cool with any explanation?
I just want to know what he has to say. I'm not going to say that. I don't know. Right. I'm open to hearing, what he has to say. Maybe there's a perfectly logical reason why Will Smith, had to put the dress on and whatnot. But maybe there isn't. But I would love to hear him, to speak on it.
I know we don't got that fucking answer here because
I just don't.
Neither one of us are putting on no dress, eyeliner, makeup, whatever else he had on. That's just nah. I can't say. I don't know.
Right.
And my wife or my significant other better not ever allow me to do that or think it's cute or any of that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not me.
Imagine that. Like if little boys just thought it was cool to start throwing their mama's purse on and the heels on and the eyeliner and putting, it's just, I don't know, man. We was just raised different. I'm not knocking people who may want to, practice that and wear the drag and doing what they do. We just wasn't raised like that. I'm sorry.
So we can't identify with it.
That's it.
Period. And that's why it would be great because one thing is no prejudice involved at all. Somebody that happened to be involved or happened to dress in drag or somebody that loved dressing as a woman, as a man, you want to sit back on here and defend the reasoning as to why, you have an open door to do so. We always have dialect. Not just hold on. Not just any of you motherfuckers now. Not just any of you motherfuckers now. Don't think you about to call up and just get a free show. Don't do that. I'm talking about somebody like a Will or somebody right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but
no, you good, man.
I mean,
no, that was dope though, man. I had to laugh for that one. But nah, man, definitely not. That's real talk though, man. We not, going on anybody, but it is what it is. But you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother Old God and Sam, man. We going in today on this Tuesday, fam. I want to jump over here to this next story because this one, man, believe it or not, I don't know why people are talking about this and why this brother is under so much backlash, but I'm gonna let the people hear the audio. Sam, man, we're gonna talk about LaVar Ball. Earlier was on First Take, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
First Take. You know what I mean? And I'll play the audio. Here we go.
Hey, go ahead before I get back to him. LaVar, can I switch gears with you because I have a question here?
You can switch gears with me anytime.
Let's stay focused here. All right. Can you please
go ahead LaVar, before I get back to him?
LaVar, can I switch gears with you because I have a question here?
You can switch gears with me anytime.
So that's Molly, which you told me was Jalen Rose's wife.
Molly Karam. Yeah,
that definitely blew my mind. And that's LaVar Ball on First Take earlier today, and that's him. You heard what he said, Sam. Man, what are your thoughts on these comments and the backlash that LaVar Ball is receiving? Because you've seen all of it in context.
Yeah, I was watching it live. I was chilling with my daughter and I was watching First Take 10 a.m. Eastern time, and LaVar Ball was on there talking about the trade, obviously, with Anthony Davis going to LA and his son Lonzo Ball going down to New Orleans with the team. And he was typical LaVar. He was talking shit. He was running his mouth. He was obviously putting his son on this pedestal. He said LaMelo was going number 1 in the 2020 draft. He was just being LaVar. Mm-hmm. And when Molly said, let's switch gears for a second, it was because first off, she's the narrator of the show. She orchestrates. She's a point guard, so she's going to have to stop play and redirect when she has to. And right before that, you have heavy dialogue going on between Max, Stephen A, and LaVar. They're talking, they're loud, they're getting it in, they're doing their thing. She had to cut and say, let's switch gears. Okay, well, her saying that, LaVar's in his mode, yo, switch gears.